Angel Reese versus the Brazilian national team, the Chicago Sky, against that team at LSU. And now we get word from the coach that Angel Reese is going to have a modified role.
Have you noticed the recent changes in the Chicago Sky's Angel Reese situation? Coach Tyler Marsh gave Kamilla Cardoso the lead role, forcing Reese to the sidelines. Fans of Angel are incensed, accusing her of being part of a plot to end her incredible rebounding run.
They're going to pull her out further from the basket, and I wonder how her fans are going to feel about that. If she's further away from the basket, that doesn't mean there's going to be a lot of, or as many, I would believe, offensive rebound opportunities for one Angel Reese.
Since learning this information, Angel hasn't even gone back to training camp. Despite only shooting 39.1% from the field, the queen of double-doubles is suddenly expected to take mid-range jumpers. This abrupt change feels like a narrative twist in an already explosive career. Is this a calculated attempt to strengthen the team, or is someone attempting to undermine it? Let's examine what is actually taking place.
The Chicago Sky's offense will no longer run through Kennedy Carter. Carter averaged 17.4 points per game in 2024, leading the Sky in scoring. Interesting. It should lead straight through, I believe she's 6'6"? Kamilla Cardoso down in the paint. That's who it should lead through. That's who it better lead through.
Coach Tyler Marsh made a shocking revelation that is rocking the WNBA only days before the Chicago Sky's exhibition game against the Brazilian women's team at LSU. Fans are going crazy since he has totally altered Angel Reese's position on the squad. The way one of the league's greatest talents is supposed to play has completely changed.
New head coach Tyler Marsh is busy installing a different vision for Chicago's offense. The Sky plan to use second-year power forward Angel Reese much differently than how she was deployed in her rookie season.
Angel Reese established her reputation by consistently dominating the boards. She got known for her basketball skills thanks to the double-doubles. Her ability to grab rebounds at LSU translated straight into her WNBA career. In her second professional game, she grabbed 19 rebounds against Indiana. That is what brought her fame. Fans adore her because of this.
She's not as close to the basket on offense, which she shouldn't. It should clear out the paint and underneath the basket for Kamilla to be able to rebound. And we know she can hit layups. We've seen them. We've seen them over and over. I've seen plenty of videos.
But then something unexpected happens. The Chicago Sky wants to alter her strategy entirely. They want her to start playing mid-range jumpers instead of basketball, which is her home field. It would be like ordering LeBron to become a three-point specialist and quit driving to the rim. The Sky want its rebounding machine to start pulling up from farther out and cease controlling the paint. However, there is a single issue. Her release is gradual. She might be able to get used to the new job, but it will take time, and the clock is already ticking.
Chicago Sky want her to take mid-range jumpers. Okay. However, Marsh wants her to add more versatility to her shot selection by hitting mid-range jumpers 10 to 15 feet from the basket. She's working on being able to shoot off dribble and when the play call is for a catch and shoot. Yeah, but what does that mean? Because she's... look, we've all seen videos of her practicing. She's got a very, very slow as serve release out there. So that should be interesting against anybody that's got any kind of a wingspan.
And this is where the issue starts. Angel Reese is unable to shoot. Take into account that the Angels are currently only shooting 39.1% from the field. According to those figures, she ought to concentrate more on putbacks and mid-range strokes. The precise factors that contributed to her college achievement. Why ask someone who is having trouble shooting efficiently to fire more from a distance?
And they want her to shoot more mid-range. This should be very, very interesting.
Camila Cardoso is currently occupying the top spot behind the basket. Cardoso is being given the exact area where Reese built her fame by grabbing all those rebounds, selling jerseys, and being marketable. And
I think Angel's really good. I think she's really good. And I just think the team would be better if, you know, they anchored their defense around the elite defensive player and kind of ran their offense, maybe not through Kamilla because she's not going to pass it, but run their offense to the elite finisher.
Since being informed of her new position, Angel has not even attended training camp. That communicates a lot on its own. Angel appears to be taking the role change personally, whereas most players would view it as a challenge to develop. Imagine turning away in response to a directive to step up your game. That's not how a team-first player thinks.
Per Julie Poe of the Chicago Sun-Times, Reese has yet to post up at training camp as she learns a new role for the offense. Oh, this should be very interesting. Quote, for Reese, that means adapting to a modified role that will tap into her full potential as a stretch four.
To be honest, Angel Ree is being asked to build on her abilities rather than give up on them, but she is rejecting the chance rather than seizing it.
Why?
Because she is actually incapable of shooting. She made 39.1% of her field goals, which is impressive for someone who lives close to the basket.
Mabry comes up with the board. Long pass, perfect to Reese. She was unable to get it in. And they play some beautiful basketball. Again, no Brianna Stewart today. Chicago's missed 7.
This is a strategy, not sabotage. Angel's game is one-dimensional rebounding, but the Sky are looking to improve and need players who can extend the floor and make more intelligent offensive decisions. Re-upload and repeat. She struggles if that doesn't work. She isn't being set up to fail. Instead, she's being asked to mature, and thus far, she is refusing.
She's not as close to the basket on offense, which she shouldn't. It should clear out the paint and underneath the basket for Kamilla to be able to rebound. And we know she can hit layups. We've seen them. We've seen them over and over. I've seen plenty of videos of her hitting plenty of layups. That could be better for the offense.
The true question now is not whether Angel Ree's spotlight is being dimmed by the coaching staff, but rather if she ever has the entire skill set necessary to keep it bright. Basketball makes sense with this move. Developing a contemporary offense around a person who is incapable of shooting and refuses to do so is illogical.
We'll never post up again, but Marsh understands if the Sky want to build an effective offense, they need to start building out space in the half court. I don't hate that, to be honest with you.
Why would Kamilla Cardoso be thrust to the forefront at this moment by the Chicago Sky? The league has taken notice of the timing. Days after taking on the Brazilian national team, the youngster from Brazil begins to receive VIP treatment. IT isn't merely a coincidence. This strategy makes sense for both basketball and marketing. Cardoso is being hailed as a superb WNBA finisher. To be honest, it's more than simply hype. Even though she's still raw, she has an advantage over Angel Ree thanks to her stature, composure, and global experience. The difference is evident when you compare them side by side. Ree offers tenacity and bounce. Yes, but she has a lot of limitations beyond that. Her attacking style is awkward. Her shot mechanics are slow, and she is far from efficient with just 39.1% shooting from the field, primarily around the rim.
In an offense where her primary goal was to post up, she made just 39.1% of her field goal attempts, and we know from 5 foot in, she was the most inefficient field goal percentage shooter.
Ree's enthusiasm and second chance scores have earned her a reputation, but they can only carry a team so far, particularly when defenders start to give up on her since they know she can't shoot from the middle. In the meantime, Cardoso has genuine growth potential and better spacing around the rim. The switch is about development, not politics.
He may also be fully aware that a massive hole in Angel Reese's game is the fact that she will catch a rebound and then proceed to put up 4 shots to make 1. Again, all the while, people around the perimeter were sitting back going, I'm open, throw me the ball so I can shoot an open 3. Nah, that ball's never coming back out. That's where the ball goes to die.
Angel Reese is a marketing magnet, indeed. She sells a lot of jerseys. She has a unique social media presence and has introduced the WNBA to a new generation of fans. However, this is the uncomfortable reality. The WNBA is a basketball league, not a popularity contest, and Rhea isn't currently living up to the anticipation with steady play.
I won't lie to you. I actually feel a little bit better about her standing back further away from the basket, shooting jumpers. I do, actually. Now that I've seen how bad her inside game is, it's still going to be interesting because her claim to fame is what? Double-doubles.
Her decision not to show up for training camp after learning of her new position, that sums it up well. Reese becomes upset when asked to shoot from outside the paint, while other players work hard to get better and fit into the system. This is a wake-up call, not sabotage. Her shooting difficulties cannot be permanently concealed by her celebrity status. Some supporters are drawing parallels between this and Caitlin Clark's case, asserting that the league is attempting to manage standout rookies, but they fail to recognize one significant distinction. Clark has a range, she is a real attacking weapon. Rhea, however, only has one gear. Additionally, a player becomes a liability when they are unable or unwilling to advance their game. However,
but if she's already away from the basket, maybe that will force the hand. And again, Kamilla shoots much better from the field, much higher percentage close to the basket.
Is Tyler Marsh making an audacious coaching decision? Of course, however, perhaps that is precisely what the Sky needs. Not a shooting-impaired media darling, but a full-fledged player who can finish strongly and advance with the current game, because Angel Reese's followers are currently going crazy on social media. The tale is far from over. Have you noticed the impending firestorm? They firmly believe that a massive conspiracy is taking place in Chicago. These fans believe that Sky is purposefully attempting to demolish all Angel built and give it all to Kamilla Cardoso instead. And they are not just angry, they are furious.
Apparently, there is a conspiracy. Apparently, we got to talk about the conspiracy. The conspiracy are surrounding Camila Cardoso. That the only reason why Camila Cardoso is, I'm pretty sure the only reason she's on the Sky, it seems, is to diminish Angel Reese. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to struggle to find the logic.
What is the true cause of this fire? After learning of this position change, Angel has not gone back to training camp. That quiet says a lot. Her supporters interpret this as evidence that Angel feels deceived by the coaching staff's choice. If your manager abruptly ordered you to drastically alter the way you do your duties, would you still report for work? However, this is where things start to get interesting. In fact, supporters are urging Angel to insist on a swap. Can you believe that they're telling her to go and find a team that genuinely values her skills? There are a lot of remarks in the comment areas that say they don't deserve you. Finding a coach that accepts you for who you are is important, Angel.
But like, everything is like, you're already hearing them come out there and saying that she should request a trade because they've said Kamilla is their number one option. But let's be real.
At the core of all this rage is the double-double problem. These steady double-doubles served as the foundation for Angel's brand. Her specialty is what made her marketable. A significant portion of what makes Angel unique vanishes if she is forced to attempt mid-range shots and Cardoso pulls down every rebound beneath the hoop. What is happening in Chicago with Angel Reese Sky is much more than just basketball. Who gets to manage the WNBA's newest talents is at the center of this power struggle. The organization wants her to develop into a stretch four who can jump 10 to 15 feet from the hoop and make off-ball cuts. But is that truly the best course of action for her career?
Seeing all of this, like, I genuinely stand by the fact that, like, there are people, so many WNBA fans do not watch basketball. And it's actually crazy seeing takes from people that literally, I can guarantee you, do not watch the sport, be amplified. Like, genuinely. And the funniest part about this is, do you want to know, Tyler Marsh never said anything. but the focus was by a journalist who said the focus was more on Kamilla on offense, and she wrote an article about what Angel needs to work on.
Angel's predicament exposes the league's underlying dynamics. Even when she breaks rebounding records, it shows how rapidly a team can change a player's trajectory, whether she fights for her original role or asks for a trade. The result will reveal the real workings of the WNBA. What should Angel do next, in your opinion?